Hello viewers, welcome you all back to our channel, and the tip for today's discussion is intent and attitude. Be positive, get positive. So how intent and attitude plays a key role in getting a job? Let's see. Interview is not just an assessment of your knowledge but assessment of attitude and intent. If you think interview is just an assessment on the skill set, definitely not. It's assessment on both hard skills and soft skills. You might be hearing stories from the non-IT students getting job offers in the IT sectors. People from the electronics background or people from the instrumentation background still manage to enter the IT sector. So how is it possible? They might be having very limited knowledge, they may not be having the expertise, but they might have shown the positive attitude and the learning attitude in the interview. So interviewer gets a feel that they can still go ahead and recruit that candidate, and then they can train them further. So that's how it works. If they feel that a person can be easily trained within 30 days or 2 weeks, then definitely they will go for that person instead of bringing in a expertise. Instead of being high and bringing in expertise, they will still go for the positive attitude person. It's not the case always, but that's the majority case. Blend attitude and enthusiasm in right proportion to yield the right result. So I will explain you what this blending means. Attitude and enthusiasm, when you blend them together, you can gain more confidence and you can show more confidence in your speech during the interviews. At times, what happens when your attitude gets overboard, then there is a chance that it leads to overconfidence. When enthusiasm gets overboard, it leads to loose talks. I will tell you 2 examples. So first one, on the attitude side, we had an interview with one candidate, and that candidate has not prepared anything for that interview, nothing, zero. And that candidate was too honest, and that candidate came back and said that, sir, I haven't prepared anything for this interview. I'm almost nothing okay in this area. That though she was actually showing, that gives the impression that she was actually telling this out of the overconfidence and then too much attitude. Okay, she was showing too much attitude, which has actually given a negative impression, because when you go for an interview, it's normal that people will be doing at least some basic level of preparation. Right, rejected. Enthusiasm. There are some cases where people gets too much hyper, and then they will be reacting too much for the interview questions, like laughing too much or smiling unnecessarily. These are the things actually gets a bad impression from the panelist. So again, you have to blend them in the right proportion and deliver your positive speech with the right intent. Right. Over enthusiasm is, as I have mentioned, could ruin your interview through unnecessary talks, and too much attitude could get yourself out of the opportunity. I'll tell you one final example and then we'll close the discussion. Assume you have added about your hobbies. We had this discussion. We had this discussion with one of the panelists. That panelist was actually having a hobby on music, not hobby, passion on music. So there was a question to that panelist: why didn't you pursue your career through music? Instead, why do you want to join the IT sector? Then that person was telling that he got much enthusiastic with the music. Just by hearing about music, he said that I like to be more creative, and all my creative part opens up at the night time. So I will be spending all my night time for my music and all my daytime for the IT job, which again indirectly says that that person is not ready to give any creative contribution to the IT job. So that has actually spoiled his opportunity. So be cautious and don't get over enthusiastic while answering. So I hope I have explained it in a better way. See you all in the next video and final video of this interview tips part. Thank you.